What is going on, fellas?
Oh, we're just sitting here in Paris. We're just drinking Cokes in Paris. I'm staring at
you guys on your honeymoon together, or what's the deal out there?
We're doing all the press for the video and DVD of the South Park movie in England and France.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's like huge over here.
You mean there's a whole world out there that we're not aware of?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
It's so strange. They talk there's all these foreigners around.
Well, that's no good. That's no good. Well, listen, we got a bunch of stuff we want to talk to you about because it has been a while. First of all, we got to take care of some old business and talk about the Oscars.
Yeah.
How did you do it? How on earth did you guys put those outfits together that just disgusted everyone of Hollywood establishment on the red carpet?
It's funny because everyone thinks it was like this thing we just threw together, and we worked long and hard on it.
I'm sure.
3 weeks.
I don't know if that's cool or not.
You know, it's funny.
I had to think about it a lot.
I spent a lot of time watching the pre-coverage. They weren't...
They wouldn't show you.
They wouldn't show you.
Yeah, no. And they had... We found out that they actually had specific instructions not to cut to us in the audience before they even knew we showed up in dresses. They just... That was the instructions anyway.
They just knew you were going to cause trouble.
Yeah.
Incredible. Now, for folks who didn't see it or don't remember, Trey was there in the Jennifer Lopez dress, and Matt was wearing the Gwyneth Paltrow gown from last year's Oscars. And I can't remember which one of the shows it was in the pre-shows. I don't know if it was the ABC Meredith Vieira or if it was the E! show with Joan Rivers, but they made a reference on the telecast to, some guys are here in drag, but the camera did not go over there, and they never identified who you were. And I got to tell you, I didn't know until the next day in the newspaper that it was you guys who showed up in those gowns. Yeah. They hated that, didn't they?
Oh, they were so...
I don't know if they hated it as much as it just made their heads hurt. You know what I mean? They were just short-circuiting. All these press people, they have their 13 questions asked, every single person.
Of course, yeah.
And when we showed up, they're like,
Yeah.
But you know what? You would think the press, though, would find it funny. Like, if I were there, I would find it the funniest thing to put you guys on, but they were under strict instructions, I think, not to.
Well, but then we've had a lot of friends around the country that said we were all over the place.
Oh, you were? Okay, good.
Yeah, I think it just depended on what you were watching.
Right. And then even, like you mentioned, they didn't even show you guys in the audience when they had all the other nominees up there who were part of their Oscar-nominated songs. And then when it came to your song, which, by the way, Robin Williams on Blame
fine job.
Yeah, no, he did awesome.
He did a fantastic job. And then I kept thinking they're at least going to show you guys in the audience. They didn't even do that.
No, they had instructions not to because they thought, we'd at least like pull our pants down or flip them off, which we would have, but we had
Now, how did you end up with Robin Williams? Was he your first choice to do the song?
Yeah, well, actually, Mark Shaman, the guy I did the music with, he was, he knows him, and he said, what do you think about Robin Williams doing the song? And I was like, oh, that's a great call. And so...
It's a good call because the Academy will accept him.
Exactly. It's like a good combination of, he's a good mainstream presence.
That'll still say the word fart.
Friendly.
But it's because we got, the day after we had to fly over here to Europe, and we got over here we're actually all over the magazines here in our dresses. It's really...
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, it was a huge deal over here. But it's the same thing. Everyone's like, why did you do that? It's like they just don't understand.
Now you knew Trey, and we talked to you shortly after the nomination came out when you and Mark are nominated for the song. Sorry, Matt, go have a Coke or something.
Yeah, he is.
Oh, I'm having an Evian.
As we talked to Academy Award nominee Trey Parker, you knew, as we knew, that you weren't going to win the Oscar.
Yeah.
But wasn't it so sweet to force them to listen to Blame Canada during the telecast next to all those horrible songs like Music of the Heart and the stupid Tarzan song? I mean, it was the ultimate revenge even getting it on the telecast.
No, it really was. And the fact that that they blew it up into such a number and everything. And it was cool sitting there because when Robin finished and the song was over, the place just erupted, and
awesome.
So it was a great feeling. But then to then lose to Phil Collins just sort of took away all the happiness and all the
especially when
in fact any happiness I had
ever
anything
ever especially when you saw him sing that song, you realize how bad it is.
It's such a bad song.
Oh my God!
Even if you like Phil Collins,
yes, that's correct.
It's a bad Phil Collins song.
Yep, that's true.
I mean, he didn't.
What's kind of cool is that because I had been saying, to you guys and other people, like I don't care if I win, I just don't want to lose to Phil Collins.
Right.
And the thing is, he'd heard that. He'd said that everywhere. And so he's getting interviewed by Roger Ebert when we're walking.
We just happened to arrive at the same time as Phil Collins.
And we're right behind Phil Collins, and Matt and I are in these dresses, and we're totally drunk, by the way. And we just scoot up there and basically push Phil out of the way, and then he looks at me, and I go, "Hi, Phil." if I tell you, if Phil Collins had lips, he would have been curling them back at me.
He turned towards me and he was visibly angry.
I love that. That's why we love you guys. That's why we love you guys. You show up drunk and you just disrupt everything. We can always count on you for that.
The song, after
we walked out in a huff.
I wish they'd
have shown me in the audience because I always love in the award show how everyone acts really gracious. When they lose, they smile and clap, and I just slammed the chair in front of me and screamed no.
And there's a couple people in the audience and some actually pretty famous people that I won't name because I don't want to get them in trouble in case they care. But when they said, and the winner and the Oscar go to Phil Collins, two people stood up and just yelled BS. It just stops with their lungs.
That's awesome. Listen,
the coolest thing I've ever seen anybody do.
I know there was no way that you guys even had a chance to win because it was amazing that you were nominated. But did you have anything prepared in the long shot that they called your names? Nothing.
I honestly didn't. I honestly just sat there drunk in my dress knowing I wouldn't have.
It would have been so great if you two would have walked up in your dresses. The people from the Academy would have been so pissed.
Oh, I know.
Oh. Well, and I'll tell you something else about the performance too. Is it came at a great time in the telecast because we were in the. I think you came. The song was played about 4.5, 5 hours into the telecast, and nothing good had happened for about 3 hours until Robin Williams got out there on the stage. I mean, it really just it is the energy that we needed to get over the hump of the show.
Yeah, I thought the whole production was lousy.
It was a terribly boring show.
Yeah,
it was really 4 hours and 8 minutes, but it honestly didn't seem like 14 hours.
Yeah, no, it seemed like a year and a half.
We were there an hour and 15 minutes, and I was so ready to go.
Oh my God! Well, you guys gave us a good 2 minutes, so thank you.
What about the parties? You guys cause any trouble at any of the Oscar parties?
No, because we were too bummed out.
Because you lost to Phil Collins?
Walking around and all sad in our little dresses.
I was hungover by the time the parties were.
Oh, that's funny.
You start drinking at like noon.
If you're just joining us, by the way, we've got Matt Stone, Trey Parker. They're on their phone from Paris. We should mention, by the way, the South Park movie, Bigger, Longer, Uncut, is out on video and DVD. And there's a new season starting on Comedy Central. I can't believe this is the 4th year for those little kids already.
I know. It's amazing.
It's so weird.
The 4th season premiere is South Park is tomorrow night at 10 p.m.
Yeah.
How many shows you got in the can for this season already?
One.
These guys.
We're going tomorrow and working on the next one.
Seriously, yeah, we're flying back tomorrow to finish the next one.
You're going to be writing it on the plane, aren't you?
No, but it's sweet because we've been sitting around thinking how we can make Phil Collins a part of every episode from now.
Yes.
And we're going to, I swear to you, watch the second episode, we'll definitely have Phil Collins.
Now, I get the impression, and I don't know if I'm just reading between the lines here or not, but are we closing in on the last season of the show?
No, well, we're at least contracted through one more.
Yeah, we're 4th season and the 5th season, and then, I think what we're going to do is instead of, having the 73 show order, we're going to go back to like what regular TV shows do, and each season, if we're still getting good ratings, we still want to do it, we're going to keep doing it.
Right. I got you. Bite-sized chunks.
Yeah, but we're contracted to do another, I think almost 30 shows.
Yeah, we're actually, we've been really happy the past few months because we were working a little too hard doing the movie and the TV shows at the same time.
Right.
And now we get to just do the TV show. And, we don't farm it out to anyone else. We still do it all ourselves. So we have time to, go to the Oscars in dresses.
But you're still delivering it at the very last second, I hope.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
No, we don't want to change that.
Hey, and folks who don't understand showbiz, when they say they do it themselves, that's a lot of construction paper to cut. So you got to really give them the credit.
Yeah.
It's more like, we could farm it out to other writers and stuff, and it may be better.
Right.
But at least we know it's ours the way it is now.
Well, I'm just excited to know that your new mission in life is going to be to drive Phil Collins to suicide. That's what I'm going to be looking for on the show from now on.
That is funny.
That's all I live for because he's killed a part of me. Because I know. See, the thing is, no matter what I've achieved with South Park and what we've done, it's just like I'm the guy that lost to Phil Collins.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like I'm going to get him for that.
Don't kill yourself, though, man. It's all right.
Well, no.
We had Trey on suicide watch for a couple days there.
I'm sure you did.
We had him locked in a little room with no sharp objects.
Sitting there, mascara running in my dress.
Well, Matt and Trey, thanks again for taking the time to call us back in the States. The 4th season premiere, South Park, is tomorrow night at 10 p.m. on Comedy Central. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Thank you.
See you, boys.
See you later.
Bye. Well, thanks, guys.